Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season 5 Event number 3. That is right guys, event number 3 is already here, and coming into this event today, your points leader is Tasmanian Devil. He comes into this event with a maximum 12 points. 12 is the most you could possibly have at this point, and he has 12, and that is because for those of you guys that have not yet seen, he won the first two events back-to-back. He is still undefeated this season, has not lost a single race, and I know we're only 2 events into this season, but man, the rest of the competition better watch out, because if he continues on this hot streak, he is going to be very, very tough to beat for the championship title. So he is your points leader at 12 points, and we do have a 3-point, or not a 3-point, but a 3-way tie for second place right now, which is between Dragon, the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels, and the New Tool Gravedigger. All 3 of those guys have 7 points respectively. They're all 5 points off of the lead, and the fact that second place is 5 points back only 2 events into the season is like actually kind of crazy. So the rest of the competition better hope that Tasmanian Devil loses in like round 1 here today if they want any chance to try and catch up. But yeah, guys, here's all the races right here, and for those of you guys that have not yet seen any of the events this season, I do have a comment posted down below that I will pin, which has the entire field of trucks, so you guys can go down and see what truck you are in. And yeah, as always, if you lose in round number 1, you will get 1 point. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Dragon taking on the 2014 Monster Mutt. So event number 3 is underway. And the first win is going to go to Dragon. Next up, we have Michigan Ice Monster taking on Orange El Toro Loco. And it's going to go to Orange El Toro Loco. Next up, we have Higher Education taking on Iron Man. And it's going to go to Higher Education. Next up, we have TMNT taking on Prowler. And it's going to go to TMNT. Prowler was your runner-up in event number 1, but now the last 2 events he has lost in round 1 in both of them. Next up, we have the Old Tool Gravedigger taking on Megalodon. And it is going to go to Old Tool Gravedigger. Next up, we have Captain's Curse taking on Stone Crusher. And it's going to go to Captain's Curse. Stone Crusher had an amazing save, but unfortunately, he is not going to get the win. Next up, we have Hot Wheels with the White Roll Cage taking on Crustacean. And, oh, they both roll. Crustacean kind of did a somersault, and since he landed back on all 4s, that is going to give him enough momentum to take the win. Next up, we have Zombie taking on the New Tool Gravedigger. And it's going to go to Zombie. So out of the 3 trucks that were tied for second place, only one of the 3 moved on to round 2. Next up, we have Max D taking on Batman. And, oh, Batman rolls over. And let's take a look from the aerial view. It looks like just barely Max D is going to take the win over Batman. All right, here's the race that everybody has been waiting for. We have Son of a Digger taking on Tasmanian Devil, your current points leader, and the truck that has swept the first 2 events. Can he continue his dominance here in event number 3? No, he will not! What an upset! Son of a Digger takes the win over Tasmanian Devil. Wow. Man, oh man, I really cannot believe that just happened. Like I said before, Tasmanian Devil won both Event 1 and Event 2, and now here in Event 3, he loses in Round 1. That is just insane, but that's what everybody else needed if they're trying to catch him in the point standings. So anyways, next up we have Gravedigger Track Ace taking on Mohawk Warrior. And Gravedigger Track Ace rolls over. That's going to give the win to Mohawk Warrior. Next up, we have the 2017 Monster Mutt taking on Pirate's Curse. And it's going to go to Monster Mutt. Next up, we have Avenger taking on Blue Thunder. And it is going to go to Avenger. Next up, we have a Battle of the Mutts. We have Monster Mutt Rottweiler taking on the 2011 Monster Mutt. And, ooh, what a race. I'm not really sure who won. I think it might be Monster Mutt because of the way they're angled. Let's go straight down, but it does look like Monster Mutt's tire is sticking out. And yes, it definitely is. Let's take a look from the side angle as well. Yeah, it's pretty clear to me that his tire is definitely ahead of Rottweiler, so Monster Mutt will take the win. Next up, we have the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels taking on Red El Toro Loco. And, oh, Hot Wheels cuts into El Toro Loco's lane. I know that was a little bit of a cheap move there, but it's going to have to count. Hot Wheels takes the win. Next up, we have the final race of round number 1, which is going to be between Mechanical Mischief and Soldier Fortune. And, wow, that is a great race. I think it's Mechanical Mischief, but, ooh, wait a second. Hold on now. Now that we look from the aerial view, man, that's close. Let's go straight down. That is super, super close. Oh, man. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. Let's take a look from the side angle. I'm not sure if it's really going to help us here. I mean, no, not really. That is, oh my God, that is without a question the closest race of round number 1. And I think it's too close to call. I think we're going to have to do a rerun. All right, so we have switched up the lanes, and here goes the rerun. And this time it's going to go to Soldier Fortune. So here's a look at all of the trucks that lost in round number 1, which means they get 1 point for this event. And now it is time for round number 2. There are 16 trucks remaining. Here's a look at all of the races right here. So I went over the top 4 coming into this event, and out of the top 4, only one of those 4 trucks moved on, which was Dragon. But Tasmanian Devil, the White Roll Cage Hot Wheels, and New Tool Gravedigger all lost in round number 1, so that is definitely going to shake up the point standings. But anyways, guys, if you lose in this round, you will get 2 points. And without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Dragon taking on Orange El Toro Loco. So round number 2 is underway. And the first win is going to go to Orange El Toro Loco. So now all of the top 4 coming into this event have been eliminated. Next up, we have Higher Education taking on TMNT. And, ooh, it is going to go to Higher Education. Next up, we have the Old Tool Gravedigger taking on Captain's Curse. And it's going to go to Captain's Curse. Next up, we have Crustacean taking on Zombie. And it's going to go to, oh my God, that is extremely close. Crustacean had it, but did Zombie come back? I don't know. Let's go straight down. Ooh, it almost looks to me like it's Zombie. Let's take a look from the side angle. Again, it's not always the best to look at the side angle because you really have to look at it like directly straight on, because like even if I go like this, it looks like Crustacean. If I go like this, it looks like it's Zombie. So you have to be like perfectly straight from the side. I think this is about perfectly straight, and it really does look to me like Zombie's tire is sticking out. So I know that is super, super, super close, but I think I'm going to have to give it to Zombie. Zombie will move on. Man, I just looked back at the footage myself, and that really was crazy. Crustacean did a somersault, Zombie did a slap wheelie, and that was not the closest race of the night because we did have one rerun, but probably the second closest race of the night. And when you have races like that, you know it's really starting to heat up now. And next up, we have a very good battle here between Max D and Son of a Digger. And it's going to go to Max D. Next up, we have Mohawk Warrior taking on the 2017 Monster Mutt. And it's going to go to Monster Mutt. Next up, we have Avenger taking on the 2011 Monster Mutt. And Avenger rolls over. He almost saved it. If he could have saved it, maybe he would have won. But that rollover is going to cost him. Monster Mutt takes the win. Next up, we have the final race of round number 2, which is going to be between the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels and Soldier Fortune. And it's going to go to the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels. So these 8 trucks all lost in round number 2, which means they will get 2 points for this event. And now it is time for round number 3, otherwise known as the quarterfinals. And here's a look at all 4 of the races right here. Now, once we get down to the semifinals is when I will go over the field of trucks. And as always, if you lose in this round, you will get 3 points. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Orange El Toro Loco taking on Higher Education. So who is going to be the first person to move on to the semifinals? It is going to be Orange El Toro Loco. He kind of went to the side a little bit and was able to block Higher Education. I think Higher Education definitely had some momentum. He was looking to make the pass, but El Toro Loco does not let it happen, and he is moving on. Next up, we have Captain's Curse taking on Zombie. And it's going to go to Zombie. Next up, we have Max D taking on the 2017 Monster Mutt. And it's going to go to Max D. Next up, we have the final race until the semifinals, which is going to be between the 2011 Monster Mutt and the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels. And it's going to go to the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels with a block. So these 4 trucks all lost in round number 3, which means they will get 3 points for this event. And now we are down to the semifinals. So here are all 4 trucks that are still remaining, and let's go over the field of trucks. So inside of Orange El Toro Loco, we have Dead Panda. Inside of Zombie, we have Monster Jam Fanatic. Inside of Max D, we have Zona Monsters. And inside of the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels, we have Monster Jam Fan 0311. So the fact that Monster Jam Fanatic, Zona Monsters, and Monster Jam Fan 0311 are still in is pretty crazy, because those 3 guys, not only are they all Hangout Squad members, but they're 3 of the most active Hangout Squad members that regularly still do calls, and 3 very, very good friends. So it's really interesting that all 3 of those guys made it to the semifinals, and you can't count out Dead Panda either in the Orange El Toro Loco. So that is your semifinals, and if you lose in this round, you will get 4 points. So without further ado, we're going to kick things off with Orange El Toro Loco taking on Zombie. So who is going to go to the championship race? It is going to be, I think, El Toro Loco. But let's take a look here. Yes, it is. His right front tire is most definitely ahead. I will go straight down, though, since this is a very critical call. But as you can see, El Toro Loco did get the win. So I am so sorry to Monster Jam Fanatic and Zombie. I thought you might have been able to get the win here today, but unfortunately you have fallen short, and you are going to collect 4 points for this event. So who is going to meet Dead Panda and Orange El Toro Loco in the championship race? Is it going to be Zona Monsters and Max D, or Monster Jam Fan 0311 in the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels? It is going to be Monster Jam Fan 0311. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, Zona Monsters in the Max D has fallen short, and you're going to collect 4 points here today. That was pretty crazy to see, because those 2 guys, as well as Monster Jam Fanatic, who just lost as well, 3 of my best friends in the Monster Jam community. Pretty cool to see them go at it here in the semifinals, but Zona Monsters has fallen short, and Monster Jam Fan 0311 is moving on to the championship race. So these 2 trucks both lost in the semifinals, which means they will get 4 points for this event. And now it is time for the championship race. So let's meet your 2 championship competitors. Inside of Orange El Toro Loco, we have Dead Panda. And inside of the Black Roll Cage Hot Wheels, we have Monster Jam Fan 0311. So we're going to have a new champion here today, because, as you guys know, Tasmanian Devil won both of the first 2 events. So we're going to have a new champion, and without further ado, let's see who it's going to be. So the winner gets 6 points, and the loser will get 5. Your winner of Monster Jam Holiday Racing Season 5 Event Number 3 is going to be none other than Dead Panda in the Orange El Toro Loco. He has done it, and he is going to collect 6 points. Congratulations, man. You got the win here today, and I definitely did not expect that. This truck on my channel in the past has really not been one of the faster ones, but today he was able to get it done, and those 6 points are really going to help you out in the point standings. And man, oh man, Deegan, Monster Jam Fan 0311, you were so close, bro. So close. You're going to collect 5 points here today, because unfortunately you have fallen short in the championship race. But hey, 5 points is still really good, and that is definitely going to help you out in the point standings. And speaking of the point standings, I'm going to go total it up right now and show you guys the point standings right now. Alright guys, so here's a look at the point standings, and as you guys can see, Tasmanian Devil is still the points leader. Coming into this event, the deficit was 5 points, and even with losing in round 1 here today, the deficit has only been cut down by 1. He has a 4-point lead over Dragon, who is in second place with 9 points. That is just absolutely crazy, even with losing in round 1. Could you imagine if Tasmanian Devil won this event here again today? He would be at 18 points. He basically would have this season already won, but it's only a 4-point lead, though, that can still be made up, but he's going to have to continue to have some bad runs if anybody wants to pass him. But then you guys can see we have a 5-way tie for third place at 8 points. Both Hot Wheels, both Gravediggers, and Orange El Toro Loco. That is 3rd through 7th. Then we have a lot of trucks at 7 points. They are 6 points off of the lead, which is Prowler, Higher Education, the 2017 Monster Mutt, 2011 Monster Mutt, Max D, and Zombie. And then there are 3 trucks with 6 points, which is Mechanical Mischief, Red El Toro Loco, and Captain's Curse. And those 3 round out the top half. As you guys can see, they are down to 16. So here's a look at the rest of the standings. We have a bunch of trucks with 5 points, a bunch of trucks with 4 points, and then at the bottom here, there are still 3 trucks that have not gotten a round 1 victory yet. It is Iron Man, Megalodon, and Batman. Those 3 have 3 points, and honestly, that is really, really surprising, especially Batman, because Batman is actually the Season 3 winner, and now here to start off Season 5, he's lost in round 1 3 events in a row. Maybe he can turn it around in event number 4. There's still 7 events left, but honestly, anyone that's at like 3, 4, 5 points, they're going to have a big turnaround here in the next handful of events, like maybe even getting an event victory, especially when Tasmanian Devil is already at 13 points. But yeah, guys, that is basically going to do it for this video. Again, congratulations to Dead Panda and Orange El Toro Loco for your win here today, and that win elevates him all the way up to being in a 5-way tie for 3rd place, and he's definitely in the mix now for the lead, even though I mean, I should say for 2nd place because Tasmanian Devil is still way ahead. But anyways, guys, enough talking. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash the thumbs up and then also subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because we are currently on the road to 11,000 subscribers. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.